Chicago marking the unofficial start of summer in a depressingly familiar fashion with deadly violence. At least 9 people reportedly killed, 39 wounded in shootings from Friday night through yesterday afternoon. Mayor Brandon Johnson is only in his second week in office, and he says he's got a new safety plan. Question is, can it work? Let's bring in a former homicide detective and Fox News contributor Ted Williams. This new mayor certainly has a huge task at hand. There was a homicide, in fact, near the mayor's Austin neighborhood home. Perhaps that will open his eyes to what is a real problem in Chicago.
Hi, Julie. I'm happy to be on with you and my friend William Griffin III there. I want to say that the mayor of Chicago, the new mayor, Mayor Johnson, certainly has a climb to make. He's sort of like climbing a mountain, to be candid with you. Crime is off the chart there, but Julie, that is not shocking that we've had, from what I've just seen, over 40-some people shot over the weekend here. The fact about it is, until they get serious, meaning the authorities, about crime is not going to go down. They've got to recruit more police officers. They are down about 2,000 police officers in that city. And also, most of the crime, Julie, is happening in black neighborhoods, and that's black-on-black crimes. They're going to have to get individuals in that neighborhood engaging in saving their own neighborhoods.
Yeah. I mean, you know, among the casualties, seriously, I mean, this is incredibly sad. In one weekend alone, a female victim whose age is unknown, she was found dead. Shortly before 1 a.m., a 33-year-old was found dead with a gunshot wound to the armpit. 2:15 a.m., a 35-year-old man was found on a sidewalk with a gunshot wound to the chest. Just before 3 a.m., a 37-year-old woman and a 35-year-old man standing on a sidewalk. Someone shot them both in the face. The man died. The woman is in critical condition. And then about 20 minutes later, a 22-year-old was standing on the sidewalk when he was shot in the chest and he died. I mean, this is just the start of the first unofficial weekend of the summer. This is also a weekend that typically does see a spike in crime. But if you compare this weekend to years past, it's only going up. And there's only, I mean, so many people you can blame. It's the politicians. And the fact that police recruitment is down is an exact reflection of what they are doing wrong. There is no incentive to be a cop in this city.
You're absolutely right about that. I'm hoping that the new mayor will go around the country and recruit police officers and give them some incentives to come to Chicago, because clearly Chicago is somewhere that, unfortunately, individuals do not want to visit under the circumstances here. It's sad that you cannot walk down the street. But guess what? You just said it, Julie. We were talking about this last year. The same identical thing. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And so crime is insanely off the chart in Chicago.
Yeah, no, totally. And here in New York City, it's not much better. I mean, Jordan Neely's family, the gentleman who was mentally disturbed, who died in a subway after being put into a chokehold after appearing to be a bit threatening to another subway passenger who happened to be a former Marine. So his family has now hired a Manhattan law firm to file a civil action wrongful death lawsuit against Daniel Penny. And in the letter to Penny's attorneys, it says, and I'm going to read it, it quotes, "Please be advised that this office has been retained to pursue a claim for personal injuries and wrongful death. Your action resulted in the death of Jordan Neely." Now, the former Marine last week told the New York Post and defended his actions, telling them this. "This had nothing to do with race. I judge a person based on their character. I'm not a white supremacist." Penny then went on to say that he regretted the system tragically failed the mentally ill Neely. That's the point I want to make here. The system failed him. Yes, his chokehold killed him, but that wasn't a premeditated act.
I would wholeheartedly agree with you, and I don't think race clearly is a factor in this case. The case itself is going to turn on negligence. How fearful were people on that train as to the actions that had been taken by Penny against Neely under the circumstances?
Yeah. All right, Ted, that's all the time we have. I know you want to pay tribute to our heroes in America.
Yeah, and thank you for that. This past weekend, I was on with your colleague, Arthur L. Neville, where I inadvertently referenced the Veterans Day when I really meant Memorial Day. And I just want to say that today we honor the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for us. Two of my friends, Leroy Spiller and James Kraft from Houston, Texas, I often think of those people. I was in Vietnam. I understand. So we honor our dead today, sadly.
Ted Williams, thank you.